keep watching, watch it like a podcast. I know a ton of you guys do that. So shout out to the podcast crew out there. But what up? How we doing? I'm excited to talk with you guys. This is the last live stream in the studio. Had mute my laptop. Last live stream in the studio before we head out for the epic 2.5 month. I know the title says 3 months, but it's 2.5 months journey of just hanging out in the RV, ripping, doing all kinds of adventures. We'll probably get a lot of family vlogs out at this time too. So like going to Legoland or like going to the aquarium, like fun little like more videos probably for me than anything. But it'll be cool to make those videos because my kids are going to be getting older and whatnot, and if we're out there, I mean, this is a work trip, so let's keep working. Randy, how we doing, man? Nathan's in the house. James is here. Jonathan, sick name. Penn, how we doing? Your mom. Shane in the house. And yeah, I really am hyped for this journey we're about to go on. You'll get tired of the travel life. Home will feel so good. Oh, 100% every time, Jason. But it is one of those things where the RV is in itself is a home. Like we're in it, getting it ready, and it's like, dude, I miss this thing. Like I'm ready to get back in the RV a little bit, go travel around and stuff. But yeah, like who doesn't miss? Like I'm gonna miss the studio, being able to work in here. I'm gonna miss, like I don't know, just all the comforts, home comforts. Like you don't really eat real meals. I mean, you can, like we eat fine in the RV, but it's a little different than like home meals and whatnot. And because I'm the one kind of putting the family in the RV too, I do, not that I don't do a lot, but like I'm definitely around the family a little bit more, and I do a lot more too because I know that they're out of their element. So like dad makes everything the easiest. So it's like wake up, literally get everybody like set up for the day. I'm gonna kind of already do that, but like everything's good to go. Then I take off. They are like basically in plane mode while I'm gone, and then I get back, and then we go do something really fun and cool. Like I don't know, it's a really cool time. It's a really cool experience for us. I know Roman's stoked to get in the camper. So I love that little dude loves the camper so much. And Bristol's such an outside. She loves to be outside so much that I think she's gonna highly enjoy our time in the camper. So Trevor, what up, dude? What's the plan for Tahoe? So Tahoe Palisades is gonna only be open like on the weekends. So I think we're gonna plan a weekend plan it to where we're gonna end up going up to Tahoe for a weekend and then going and doing something else after. I really don't have the total plan after the 15th, but we'll probably hit Palisades for the 3 of those days. Obviously, we don't want to drive around like complete crazy because of how expensive gas is, but at the same time, this is like, I feel like this might be like our last epic camper journey. We'll still like take it to Hood and things, but I mean, I truly believe in what I see for the channel is owning a house in Hood. Obviously, we got to have a house in Colorado, but if we could have a second home in Mount Hood, like in Govey, where we can host camp in it, we can go out there during the summertime and live in it instead of an RV, but then also like Airbnb be it in the winter. Like that's kind of like the dream, and we'd love to pull that off. So yeah, Kaylee, how we doing? We'll be in Mammoth on the 3rd. It's kind of like our arrival day. We leave on the 1st, but it's going to be a slow drive. We know it's going to be a slow drive, so we're going to take our time getting out there. How does your wife feel about that? She's like she's been a little resistant. I mean, this is our 3rd year of me throwing her in the camper. Last year we went out with a 3-month-old baby. She wasn't. It takes months to fully heal up after having a baby, so she wasn't 100%. She did it though. We went out for 3 weeks, had a great time, and it's going to be an epic journey, but we're going to do a ton of fun stuff. We got a lot of things. Like we got like a legit like baby backpack too. So like Mammoth has a bunch of cool hikes and things. Like Roman's finally old enough too where he can go on like a mile hike and not die. And then we'll have Michael, the ski doc, is going to be with us, which if you're in Mammoth and you need a tune, the ski doc will have his van. Hit him up. That dude will be willing to work and make some cash flow while he's on this epic adventure as well. So yeah, I had my last day Wednesday at Kirkwood. Shane, no. I hope Kirkwood is still sick. Did they build a sick park this year? The first year I ever went to Kirkwood, they had a nuts park, and then it's kind of been downhill from there. FJ pulling the RV still? Nope, not the FJ, thankfully. The gas was just too bad. We ended up upgrading, I didn't really mention it, but we upgraded Bobby's car in the summer. We got a Ford Expedition. And we got the tow package one, so it can pull over 9,000 pounds. It's basically like an F-150, but an Expedition. And so, yeah. What up, Jeremy? How are you doing? Eric, in the house. What up? But we got the Expedition literally for this trip right here, and for like what we did in New Mexico. Like that car is a tool. We got it for the channel to be a tool, and yeah. Friday live stream is nice because I don't have to wake up early for school in the morning. Let's go. Yeah, so I'm thinking like Tuesday, Friday for live streams for now. We'll see how they go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because we're back on the 2 live streams a week schedule. So it'll be 2 live streams a week for an hour apiece. So we're not going to be up till 10 p.m. Colorado time. This one will be up till 9. Unless the live stream's popping off, you know, like you can't deny it popping off live stream, you know what I'm saying? We keep it rolling. Never been awake for these. Awesome. What's up? Chris. Chris is coming out to Mammoth for a couple days too, which is going to be sick. Bonjour, Mel. Love the traveling with the family, snowboarding, skiing. Love the dream, right? This is some of those things. It's my favorite. The favorite thing about this whole adventure journey life channel, all of it, is the fact that like my family is a part of it, and they like come along and they do these journeys with me, and like taking Roman snowboarding, and like the last Roman video, if you haven't seen it, check it out. That dude is literally learning how to turn a snowboard, and it's so sick. Kind of doesn't still know how to stop, but like he was navigating his board and getting like directing himself towards stuff, and it's so sick. So yeah. Yo, Greco. What happened to Aspen? We didn't have passes for Aspen, and we didn't want to try and go through getting that big of a corporation to give us free tickets. So we got the full-blown icon for next season, and then we'll be going to Aspen. I'll be your caretaker. Jeremy, deal, man. That works for me. How you doing this evening? I'm tired, and tomorrow morning I gotta leave at 4 in the morning to take Shelby Dog down to Colorado Springs to be with my brother. He's gonna watch Shelby for this journey. She's not coming with us because all the fun stuff we want to do in California, like Legoland, Disney World, aquariums, and zoos and stuff, would be basically impossible if we had Shelby, because she'd have to sit in a car, and we're not gonna make her fry. You know what I'm saying? So like the type of trip we're doing wasn't very dog friendly, and then for camp, you know, we can't have her hanging out for camp either. The whole camp crew is showing up tonight, dude. This is like Team Buckhouse here tonight. There's like what? Is it really only 13 people on the live stream? It's a very low number, but also like we haven't gone live on a Friday like ever. But we got the chorus here, you know. I do this to connect with you guys, so numbers don't matter. Randy says Aspen's closing month was super fun. Closing day for 4 Sundays straight. Let's go. Now I guess it's bonjour. I love Mammoth Mountain. Took my intermediate lesson there. I love it, dude. I can't wait to ride the mountain. I showed up to Mammoth. Was it like 3 years ago now? Man, time flies. And I only rode the park. Like park. But we'll be out there a lot longer, so we'll definitely do some sick runs. I think there's a cave you can snowboard through too. Maybe there's enough coverage to do the cave. The snow coverage was really good. The park was good for me, but wouldn't call it sick. What dates are Mammoth? As of right now, it's like the 3rd through the 15th is what yeah, Chris, it's like a rock cave you can go through. It's really cool, like an arch. It's on the backside, so I'm pretty sure it's technically backcountry, but we'll be out there in the springtime, so we don't have to worry about avalanches and whatnot for the most part. And then the biggest thing is if you do it, you have to like walk back. So it's like a mile or two walk back to the thing. But it's sick. I'll look it up. But like, I want to do that, Chris. We'll do it when you're out. But the 3rd through the 15th are our guaranteed days in Mammoth. Obviously, the 8th is Mother's Day, so probably won't be riding that day. If we need to extend our time in Mammoth to kind of work with because if we leave the 15th, it gives us 15 days between leaving Mammoth and getting to Hood, because we're not trying to show up to Oregon until the 1st. I think it's 16. I think there's 31 days in next month. So literally, this is how I do things. I don't have the whole plan, but I like that. If everything is planned out, in a lot of ways, you can't be flexible in a lot of ways. What if like we're out in California and like the sickest opportunity presents itself, and like we have the ability, because we're flexible, to take that. So I don't know. I don't try to be too locked up. Been trying to get my parents to mail the Mammoth Mountain pin to you since last month, but they're so busy. They're only able to mail it on Monday, so sorry it's late. Dude, don't worry, Kaylee. I appreciate you. Yeah, I finally made the live stream, not watching podcast. Dude, Jeremy. I'm stoked that you watched the podcast. On that note, I was on a podcast. Give me a second. I gotta get this link. I did a podcast, which is really cool. So if you guys want to hear a good chunk of my story or my thoughts, I don't know, if you want to listen to a podcast that I was on, I got one for you. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up the link. Listen to the whole podcast. It was fantastic. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, man. Podcast. Gotta find the link. Oh, come on. Let's do it. I should have had this already pulled up. There we go. All right, boom, got the link. I looked it up on Apple Podcasts, but you can find it on Spotify as well. But it's the episode 57, Pro Snowboarder Johnathan Buckhouse is what they titled it. And where's my chat? Here is the link. About to sneeze. There's the link for the podcast. But Out of Collective, if you type in Out of Collective podcast Johnathan Buckhouse, you will also find that on Spotify. So yeah, if you're interested in a podcast with your boy, it's the second podcast I've ever done, by the way. So that was really cool. In Mammoth right now, plenty of snow still open and good spring skiing in the steep terrain. Yeah, I love steep spring condition. Grant, I appreciate that, man. I used to say it back, but then I was like, what if I accidentally say that to like a young person? And I don't want to, one, get clipped, and that, I don't know. So, Grant, live stream Friday. 50-50 shifty, Chris. Chris, in Mammoth is when we want to put together, with those sound bites you made, that video, by the way. I need to quickly film the green screen stuff. But yes. If I can work in Mammoth, visit in the next month, or if I can make I'll be out there. Oh yeah, dude, Shane, if you can make it out to Mammoth, like let me know, DM me or DM Cody if you don't hear back from me. Either on T-Buckhouse or to Cody, and I'd love to vert with you guys. If you're in Mammoth or you can't make it to Mammoth, like come shred with us. Like that's gonna be a blast. Actually, thought Roman did very well with occasional stopping and on his own, right, Mel? Roman was really putting it together that day. I was so hyped. Is this an hour stream or 2 hour like normal? So this is gonna all the streams are gonna start going to an hour long now. Just because of because we're doing it twice a week and everything. So summertime kind of like there's less to talk about in a way too, because not so much is happening with the snowboard season, and it's not that we're not traveling because we'll still be traveling in the summertime, but yeah, we kind of mellow it out with the live streams. You know, we do 2 a week, so it's like the same amount of live within the week, but also like live streams in a way give me a day off because we don't have to edit those nights. So it's going to be really nice for like me and for Cody, because he's been editing a ton, to get days off from editing, and then also gives me more family time. So that's why I've always done the 2 live streams in the summertime, to just get more time to, because the 6 months of the winter, it's brutal, you know. And even in the summer, I'm figuring out how to snowboard still, and we spend less time on the mountain in the summertime because we only ride the sick window where it's like not firm and hard, but it's also not complete potatoes. So yeah. Today's my first day in Colorado. Pretty awesome. Drainzig, you're here? Oh, dude, I would have loved to take a turn with you. How you like Colorado, man? You said it's pretty awesome, but like, did you ride today or did you just get here? Are you already seeing the end of the season viewer drops off? Dude, Shane, we saw that like a month ago. It's dropped off. I feel like it's dropped off a little harder this season, but I could be completely wrong about that. I don't know. Oh yeah, absolutely. End of season drop off has happened. Views, subscribers. I mean, we're still at 122 subs. Like subs have basically completely stopped. Sticker sales are like everything. So it's very important to know how to budget money so you can get through the summertime. If you're doing snowboard content for a living or anything in the ski snowboard season, you know how to budget money. Are you taking the clue bindings on the trip? Oh, Trevor, I need to make a note on that. Clue bindings. Maybe send Cody a message too so I don't forget, Trevor, but I will put the clues in the container as well. Baron, dude, things are going well, man. I hope things are well with you. Planning on being there the 13th through the 15th. Gonna have to find you. Yes, Nico, look for us. Chris will also be out there. Old saying is, if you want to make God laugh, make plans. That's a funny one, Mel. Yeah, like I try not to make too many plans because like literally anything can happen. So obviously we gotta get reservations for RV parks occasionally. But sometimes just going with the flow works the best. Bomb whole podcast episode when? Whenever those dudes ask, I'll make it happen. But if it does happen, I would rather it happen during the actual season. I think that's when I would do the best. Go with the flow, bro. Maybe you aren't as old as dirt like me. I'm 31. That's old, but it's not that old. I had my first chair at A-Bay and it killed my fear. I've been going so nuts. It feels so good. Hopefully summer doesn't kill the spark. Dude, Randy, you'll get back into it, man. You'll actually get better. Like I truly believe you get better over the summer. It's like you stop riding, your brain gets time to process everything you learned, You maybe build up like a false confidence, and you come out the next year and bam, you're better than you were the season prior. I really do believe that. Joey says, when is the best time to visit USA during the skiing season? When it's not too crowded? Is Christmas time really busy, or people chilling at home so it's not busy? Oh, Christmas is the worst time, the craziest time. February. If you want like great snow, not the worst lines, February is your best month. Any plans for East Coast next year, like something in VA, like Wintergreen or Massnut? Virginia, I think we'll definitely get there, like snowshoe. I know we have a lot of people in Virginia asking. We'll probably make 2 trips to the East Coast. We'll do like a Midwest trip again, like a pretty solid one where we knock out a lot of resorts. We might do 2 to the East Coast. We got to go west in the winter at some point. So somewhere cool on the West Coast. And I don't know. A lot of it's like what works with the wife too, you know. But Bristol will be older. Roman will be in school next year, so we got to kind of play that by ear too. Maybe it's really easy when Roman's in school. Maybe it's not easy when Roman's in school. But we're gonna ride every resort in the United States, so I'll keep you guys posted. And so just stay tuned for resortskimaps.com. I don't have this crazy urge Oregon in the winter because we ride so much Oregon in the summer, so we have Oregon videos. The plan is to kind of go to states that we haven't ridden in yet. So if we ride a new state, then we get a new subscriber base, if that makes sense. So like people in Oregon will look up like Snowboarding Timberline, and they're gonna find the summer videos. They'll still watch them, or they might watch it for a little bit and then get recommended like a different winter video. But if we've never been to Idaho or we've never snowboarded in Montana, you know, those are the places where if we go there, we might get a whole new subscriber base, which is cool. Do you think this will be your favorite trip? Alex, I hope so. I hope every year is my favorite year. I hope every trip we go on is my favorite trip. So far, everything has trended that way. We've done a lot of amazing things. I try not to dwell on the past. You know, it's always what's obviously enjoy the moments and reflect, and that we get a lot of that through the vlogs. And like, dude, Alaska was amazing, but like Alaska's over, and like now we're on to the next one, and you know, keep moving forward, but like without not a pace in which we don't understand and appreciate what we've done, but also we've got to keep going forward. And I think next season's going to be a pretty good one. Irene says, 100% my legs would have been dead if it wasn't for the 10 inches of POW. Dude, you were at a base on the 10-inch POW day, dude. That was such a sick day. That Breck vlog is going to be nuts. We absolutely killed it. I need to drop that powder tip video. I think we do a vlog. We're sitting on like 8 finished videos right now, by the way. Which shout out to Cody for that. He's done a ton of those edits. I got all the like 360. We still got Alaska content pumping out because like we got some videos in Alaska, which is makes me so excited. And you guys have been really enjoying those 360 videos. So like more of those 360 videos where you can like decide what you want to look at and where you want to look. Like more of that's going to be coming out. So I still planning on mountain biking this season. I started riding again next week, dude. Shane, I'm bringing the bike, dude, to Mammoth. If you come, we can snowboard and then mountain bike the same day. I don't know any trails in Mammoth, but yeah, playing that mountain bike in, keeping it mellow on the mountain bike. Hopefully more wakeboarding. I went and wakeboarded all last summer, but like I want to get. I've got a whole wakeboard set up, so I really want to get into wakeboarding. I think that'll be a blast. It's very similar to snowboarding, so the nice thing is, the nice thing about the wakeboarding is it's so similar to snowboarding that like I can still like feel like in a way practice snowboarding or body positions, and like also just being good at wakeboarding right off the bat. Carter, how we doing? Cinetic, how we doing? Don't forget to hit the 80-foot rail in Main Park when you're at Mammoth. Also, large jumps in South Park are really nice. Make sure you hit the top of the mountain park in the afternoon. Morning is icy. Kaylee, appreciate the tips. Definitely got to hit the 80-footer. I think I hit it like once. Like I like just jumped on and jumped off of it the first year I was out there, and I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna complete this rail, but like we're gonna complete the 80-foot rail. I got a 70-foot rail at Highland, so yeah, the bomb hole at Casey on. He said they should have you too. I definitely think our time will happen. It's one of those things where I'm not gonna go begging to be on it. And if they want me, sure. Like I almost say I haven't been asked by many podcasts. Every time I've been asked, I've said yes. Sometimes it's mainly my fault for not. We don't link like whoever's asked. Like we haven't like linked up very well. But yeah. Today was my first day at Vail. Took it fairly easy though. Is Vail still open? That's crazy. Today was kind of a nasty. I don't know how it was in Vail, but in Colorado, like in Summit, it was pretty nasty. For like it was snowing and stuff. Springtime, I don't want it to snow unless it's gonna snow 10 inches. I don't want it to snow. You should come to Oregon. Carter, I'll be in Oregon on June 1st. Gronk's Repair Shop. Hey man, not sure if you have a great answer to this, but I'll ask anyways. Recently dislocated my shoulder second time while snowboarding and just had surgery done. Second PT message. Because of this, I'm nervous about doing jumps and spins anymore. Do you have any recommendations to amuse myself on the mountain anymore? Normally, boarding just isn't enough for me, and worried about terrain park because of the injuries. Okay, so I would say you gotta go bigger on the mountain. So if like you don't want to do park anymore because of your shoulder injuries, you don't want to take those slams, which I get that. Like you just had shoulder surgery, so you're like, maybe the park's not for me. But I still love snowboarding, but I want it to be fun. You gotta get off the groomers. You gotta go ride like trees and things, but like you gotta travel to resorts that have awesome stuff. Like if you go to Breck, like the Lake Chutes, go hike 6 cents on Peak 6. If you're in Snow Basin, go like hike all their gnarly terrain. You need to go higher and ride the steeper stuff, the scary stuff, like Rambo. Go to Crested Butte, man. There's so much scary terrain in Crested Butte where it's like mad adrenaline rush. You're feeling it, but you're not going to eat it and like get broke off. I mean, in a way, like you could in the park, but then like sometimes those jumps, like every turn matters, and if you don't, you're gonna slide down a rocky chute and like die. So I don't know. I'm getting really into the big mountain gripping as well. When you come to New Hampshire, though, or when are you going to come to New Hampshire? Is the real question. It's got some of the most resorts in the country, and you've never been here. We'll get there, Colin. Let's see, New Hampshire. I'm gonna look at the map real quick because there is a lot. We'd have to do like a month. Yeah, New Hampshire. We've been close to New Hampshire though. New Hampshire and Vermont are like, they could have been the same state. There's so many tiny states on the East Coast. I didn't realize how tiny those states were until I like went to the East Coast. Finally got our receiver. Go Pack, right, Russ? Finally. I think we got a pretty good receiver too. When are you heading to Locks in Switzerland? Dude, Aaron, I cannot wait to do that. We're not going to travel the world just yet, though. Kind of waiting for COVID to be like totally, because I don't want to go to countries like in the U.S. It's getting real back to normal, but I think all over the world has still got its hiccups and things, so we're gonna wait. Also, I don't want to get stuck anywhere. RZ Fitness TV says, least favorite board sport you've given a legit chance. For me, it was wakeboarding. So with wakeboarding too, like we're not doing it behind a boat. It's only going to be cable parks. So like only jumps and rails and things. with the wakeboarding. Least favorite board sport would be probably mountain boarding, because the mountain boards are just so big and heavy. Hey everyone, glad to catch the last stream. Last one in the house. We're gonna be live streaming from the camper. They're gonna get interesting, man. We'll be live streaming with like Bristol and Roman, and like I think probably I'll probably be holding Bristol for probably a lot of the live streams, which will probably move the time of the live streams up a bit. Maybe we'll, because there's like no going live in the RV when the kids are like, we're all in the same area, so it's like we'll go live at 6 Colorado time, which would be 5 in California, or we'll go live at 6 California time, which would be 7 Colorado. It's like the live streams are going to move forward, and yeah, no, we would definitely go live at 5 in California. That way Bristol's awake and everything. Yeah, anyways, we're going to make it work. We'll figure it out. We'll just have babies yelling on the streams and things, but it's cool to bring you guys in the journey and show you like the unedited and the like. It gets real, man. It gets real in the camper. It's so fun. Vail closing day is Sunday. Wow. Just bought my season pass for Gunstock in New Hampshire. Any plans to hit next season? No, it's so hard because there's still a lot of resorts on the East Coast that are near Greg's house that we have to hit. And Greg's like Greg's like our dude. He's like one of my best friends. But Greg helps us with the car and the driving, and like he's a huge part of the East Coast, man. Like everything that's green on the East Coast, other than in North Carolina, shout out to Chris Andrews, is because of Greg. So it's hard. We do have the Pennsylvania trip that we wanted to do as well, like that big cluster in Pennsylvania. The East Coast is tricky, man. But that's a lot of green in the East. We've gotten around on the East Coast for sure. Midwest, maybe do a Michigan trip and hit the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resorts in Michigan that are on the bottom part. Like knock out all of the bottom of Michigan. I'm like looking at the map. He has given me ideas. Because I'd like to go finish South Carolina or North Carolina too. That'd be nice. Dude, because like when we finished New Mexico, like that was so nice to be like, we're done. Like we don't have to go back. What? Big Snow dropped a summer season pass and it's $750. I mean, that's insane for indoor resort. That actually might be a deal. Or summer. Well, so like, what is the month range for the summer for $750? Because like honestly, like to me that doesn't sound crazy. So like, we're gonna spend $1,000 for a season pass for Hood, and we're gonna only be running June and July, but it's the cheapest we can get. All right, like that's the cheapest way to do it, you know, instead of buying day passes. So that's cheaper than that. And if you can ride, if the summer's like what, May, June, July, August, September, if it's a 5-month pass for $750, like that's like a normal like season, you know, like a winter season. So it's only like 3 months. Okay. But you gotta think too, there's like local kids that were spending it was like $40 for a 2-hour session or something. I'd have to look closer into it, but to me, doesn't sound that crazy. But I also have the mindset of someone that goes every day. Like if you're not going every day, then it might not be worth the season pass. I think Park City, Utah, or Woodward, California has these things that you strap into that resemble snowboards. Yeah, like they're called roller boards. I hate them. I really hope to get on the airbag hood with my actual snowboard. JB, you think you land more on your toes now, helping your knees? I still think I have a bad habit of not fully landing on my toes, but I will say that the physical therapy I did for my knee like completely healed my knee. So like I cannot believe how awesome that was, because I used to have extreme knee pain all of last season and the beginning. I get throughout the summer of last year. Like not having knee pain is amazing, and I also have like the exercises and stuff that I still like do occasionally. I'm not gonna lie, I have not been stretching and doing all the stuff that I probably should be doing, and now I'm getting an RV, which means I'm definitely not gonna be doing it. But when we get back, like half of July, um, uh, August, September, October, November, like 4 months to really get into it. And it's like, to me, what I've learned with like fitness and like getting ready for the season and just like habits, like healthy habits, like you can't just go from like never being healthy to like completely healthy. At least I can't. It's like it's been a slow process, but like every day I'm doing things that are more healthy than I was doing when I was 20, which is exciting. And a couple of those things are, one, the guy mentioned Gamer Sup, the water infused energy drink, trying to drink more water. This stuff helps. I'm really bad drinking water, but this stuff helps me drink more water. It's a sponsor of the channel. It's zero sugar, organic caffeine, and oxygens, and a bunch of supplement and vitamins and things. So this stuff is awesome. There's a code in the description, Buck10, save you 10% off your Gamer Sup, and they have a bunch of incredible flavors. I'm actually gonna drink a bunch of this. But I think it too, a big part for like physical development and health and like getting in shape and being better physically, you gotta also be better mentally. And so like I bought this really cool journal today and I wanted to like show it to you guys because I think this stuff's important, because like reading books and like when I quit my job, I was like, yo, when I wanted to quit my job and I wanted to become a full-time YouTuber, it wasn't just about getting better at YouTube. I just knew I had to be a better human. I had to learn a bunch about business, about taxes, and about YouTube, and about how to run a business, and just about how to interact with people, how to speak. Like I literally took myself to school through YouTube, and audiobooks and books to get better. And one thing I did was I journaled a bunch, and I got this really cool one from Matthew McConaughey. It's his Green Lights book. And this is like a guided journal where like he gives you thought, thought processes the journal. And so like this one is like who I am not. And so like you like write and fill in the journal about like who you're not on that page. But the one prior was like knowing who we are is hard. The process of elimination is the first step. Oh, so that leads into this. But like it gives you like a bunch of topics to like journal on. And like as I'm in this camper traveling through California, which I've never been, like with 2 kids, which I mean we did it last year, but Bristol's like a kid now. She was like a potato the last time we were in the RV. Like it gives, I don't know, I'm gonna have a lot of moments to like reflect and like work, like think about myself. And I just thought a good journal for this trip, and then having something that like guides me through it will help. And then also like through the process of filling this out and going on that trip, I'm going to be thinking about next season and what we want to accomplish and do throughout the season. And so like in order to be healthy physically, you also need to be healthy mentally. In order to be successful in the physical world, you have to be successful and envision it and know your steps mentally as well. And it's one of those, like, you ever have someone say like, do you know your 5-year goals or things like that? Like I would say I easily know like my 30-year goals, like where I want the channel to be in like 30 years. And like And that could always change, and obviously things are going to happen, but like you got to dream. You always have to know your next step. You got to put so much into it. And I don't know. I just kind of went on a rant right there, and I hope that in some way that helps someone. But yeah, that's kind of how my brain works. You need to try Whistler. It's a must-see resort for big mountain lovers too. I can't. I know when I go to Whistler, I need like 4 days, and I need someone that knows Whistler like by the back of their hand to show us everything. Is that a cut on your left eyebrow? Is my left eye? Probably not. I don't know. Roman shot me in this eye with a Nerf gun the other day. That hurt so bad. MJ says, "Hey, I'm a kid who went snowboarding and loved it, but I don't got on tips, but I don't go on tips often. Do you live near mountains? Any idea how to get on the slopes? Finding a friend that also snowboards, MJ, is the best way to get on the mountains. Like when I was a kid, I live 2.5 hours away. I love snowboarding. I want to go as much as possible. My best friend Steven, who's my graphic designer, designed my pro models. He made the Evolution logo for us. He made this Keep Evolving. Like Steven's, I'm meeting up with Steven tomorrow, which is really cool. Steven's my childhood best friend, and his dad snowboarded and took us snowboarding all the time. So the only way I would go snowboarding is if Steven was going snowboarding. And so, because my parents, when I was a kid, my dad didn't start taking me snowboarding until I was like 15. So like the only time I went was with a friend, and so that's what it was. What I would say, MJ, is find a friend that snowboards and like go with that friend. Doing real estate for a living and loving it. Heck yeah. A lot of people are crushing it in real estate, which is awesome. Ski Apache or skied Alapacini 100 times. So small. Ready to get back to the big mountains. Visited Snowshoe recently. I've never been to Snowshoe, but I think that's the one in Virginia that we would go to. Step-on bindings for size 14, or should I stick with traditional? I mean, step-ons are just a preference. I don't think the size of your foot matters. If you struggle, if your foot size is 14, I'm guessing you're a pretty big dude. If you struggle bending over and strapping in, then maybe the step-ins are the way to go. So you just, step in super easy. Don't shave till you get back. I already got a decent scruff going on. Bobby likes the facial hair. So I've been doing this thing where I like trim it down, but I haven't like shaved it. I don't want a beard though. I like being clean shaven. So I literally only have this scruff for Bobby. Bohemia, Upper Peninsula, Michigan, bro. You're missing out if you don't go there. I know it's good, so I'm kind of trying to save it. We can't go all the sickest places first. We kind of got to knock off some of the bad ones before we go to all the sick ones. Like in Michigan, we went to like all the ones near Detroit, Holly, Pine Knob, Brighton, and Alpine. Like those were all sick, but we gotta go ride the ones that no one's talking about too. Rollerboards suck. You can't turn. Joey K. I agree, man. And if you get one with like a bad wheel, it drifts. Last year, Hood had a public airbag, Shane. I don't know if they'll have it again this year, but I hope they do. You put in a ton of work to heal from that early in the season. Dude, we put so much work in healing the knee. I'm sorry I'm so behind in the chat, by the way, guys. I'm catching up. I went on that massive rant and I didn't get too far behind in the chat. My home mountain is Park City. So living in VT now kind of sucks. Now my home mountain is Killington, which is a great mountain for the east. Dude, Killington is nuts. And like they build an insane park. And their bike park looks even more nuts. Anyone try freeboard with the suspension trucks? Supposedly closer to snowboarding than the solid trucks. I hadn't even heard of the suspension trucks, Shane. I've tried freeboarding and it's sketchy. Kind of makes sense, but it's sketchy. The way I view it is I got my season pass for 3 hills this season for under that price, and they have more terrain I can ride. Yeah, I think with the 750 for big snow though, it's a luxury, you know. It's kind of meant for yeah, it's a luxury. That's for sure. It's also, I'm sure big snow costs way more to operate. Maybe. Also, they've never had the season passes before, so this might be like a new, like them attempting something new with the. I mean, you know, they were closed basically all winter, but I think they really like do well in the summer, and they don't do very well in the winter. So I think that's why they were like kind of slowly reopened. Shout out to PTS. I feel your knee pain and graduate next month with my PT doctorate. Mount Hood Camp is the gift. Let's go. Congrats, man. That's so awesome. Nathan, the most I would pay would be like 500. I feel like that's a fair price. I mean, 600 is like $200 each month, you know, for 3 months. I guess I have expensive, or I think I have experience first. It's sick and was under an hour away. It would make more sense. I think Shane is talking about, yeah, if you like lived next to big snow, it would make the most sense. Being able to snowboard year round in the United States is insane. Hello, Jen. How you doing? Big Ant Man, we're living it up, dude. Just getting ready to leave for our epic trip. Any wild terrain plans for Snowbird, Snow Basin, Utah? Our cousins are there. Robert, we've already done Snowbird, and Snow Basin. I think for Snow Basin, I definitely need to get back because we kind of had a really bleh day there with our boy Austin, who's the man. But we're at the moment we're not trying to get back to those resorts because we're just trying to ride, you know, the ones that we haven't been to, with the goal to ride every resort in the United States. I know you own your, or I know, I own your goggles, but need clear lenses. Is the Jaeger series lens the link to me? Your outdoor tech. Your link brings me to outdoor tech on Amazon. Oh, I thought I fixed that link. Jen, it's the Jaeger lens. Yeah, so if you go to the Jaeger, any of the lenses in the Jaeger series on Amazon, those clear lenses would be the ones you need. I need to fix that lens link. Sorry about that. Tomorrow, meet up with my graphic designer, Steven, to talk about the new ones. Also to give him a pair. He might be on the slide stream. I don't think he is. But I have his pair to finally give him. He designed them. Well, it's a collab. I say what I'm thinking, and then he's the artist. And so give him his pair, and then talk about the next pair, which are going to be sick. I did Brighton and Solitude this winter. My uncle lives in the place called Sandy. Oh, talking to somebody else. Public airbag at Hood. Now I'm bummed, dude. Right? That like I've hit an airbag once on the dry slope, and that just I couldn't even use my snowboard. It was kind of like it wasn't the sickest experience. It was sick to do it, but it wasn't the sickest experience. I think being able to hit airbag on my actual snowboard would be a game changer. Only 1 month till snowboard camp. Let's go, right? I mean, it's a 1 month and 6 days, but woo! I'm like, oh yeah, I'm excited, but I'm not nervous. But like, dude, we got full camp and like, it's so sick. Camp is it's always a good dude. Camp's always a good time. Now it says journaling is very rewarding. It's the main writing habit of most successful people. It's very revealing to look back at your old journals ever so often, help you find and keep your personal compass. I have this one right here, which I actually have written in it in about a year, but I wrote a lot when I first started the channel. This one, I have another one, and yeah, I love like especially like this one is like leather and like handmade and like I don't know, I think stuff like that's so cool. And then to like carry it around, like you write your thoughts in it or keep notes or I struggle remembering things, so because there's just so much going on, so like to be able to write stuff down is huge. I'm assuming the main cost for Big Snow was the initial construction. I'm sure it was expensive. Dude, I believe it was probably gnarly. The building's like the building's breathtaking when you see it in person. Favorite snowboard company? This one, right here, Buckhouse Industries. Followed up by I really like DC Snowboarding. I'll be getting a set of 5 2-hour passes for Big Snow for $150 to get me through the summer. See, that's a good 5 2-hour sessions for $150. I think that's 5 days of riding for $200 or for $150. That's really good. The snow park in Japan was about $1 billion. Whoa. Have you been to Blue Mountain in PA yet? No, I haven't rode anything in PA yet. Hit Steven up about the skier hats. I will. I know I say I will, but I haven't yet. I know. Ski hats. Skiers want the ski hats. Can't wait for my new pair next year. Let's go, Nathan. Do I need to put one of those mailing stickers on the front side of the envelope for it to be able to ship to you? Kaylee, I don't know how you're shipping it, but normally, yeah, you got to put a stamp on an envelope in order to ship it. I know the way I ship my stamp or my pins. If you guys want an Evolution pin, or if you guys want Evolution stickers, order those tonight because I'm gonna be fulfilling orders tomorrow and getting those out before we leave. We will be bringing the stickers up with us, but it would definitely be easier if we could get that done in the house if you guys want stickers. But I got like this foam envelope that I cut in half, which makes it a small envelope. I could put the pin in there and then put 2 stamps on there, and then they always ship them. JB, next goggle pair, I would love to collect them all. Do you have any ideas for the next one? Yeah, so with the I'm not gonna say too much about the next pair, but something I want to start doing with the Pro Model Goggles series is each goggle will have Easter eggs in it, like in the design. So like I'll say like season 7, and we'll say like how many subs we had, maybe like the video count. Like it's kind of like a timeline of when those goggles came out. You know, does that make sense? So we'll have like a bunch of channel stats. So then when like we're in season 12 and someone's buying season 12 goggles, they can like see like what, you know what I'm saying? So like we'll have like season 7 goggles, the season 8, 9, 10, and they all have like little Easter eggs or things with them in the goggle, which would be really cool. Gotta catch them all, Pro Model Goggles. I love it, Trevor. Also, it's not set in stone, but it would be really sick if the goggle, because we snowboard in the summer, and I'd love for all of you guys to try snowboarding in the summer. It's the coolest thing ever. And when you do snowboard in the summer, sunglasses are the best way, which I think I had those really awesome pink sunglasses, and I'm pretty sure someone stole them, which is a bummer because I can't find them anywhere. And I think they were sitting on the dash of my FJ, and I accidentally forgot to lock the car. I don't even remember what I was doing, but I came back and I was like, something feels off. And now I can't find the sunglasses anywhere. So I think this, like those pink sunnies that I was rocking, got snagged, which is super bummer. But Khuno's coming out with sunglasses, but I think it would be sick that the first 50 people that buy the Pro model also get a matching sunglasses with it. So that's not set in stone, but we're trying to make those happen. Any plans to make Pro models Khuno sunglasses? Though I think that will happen eventually. I don't think the first run of Khuno sunglasses will have a Pro model on them. But they'll be matching sunnies with the Pro models. Got the Icon Pass for the first time this season, and oh my god, I don't know how much I love Copper and Eldor. I've made a big improvements on my park game. Thanks to you, bro. Michael, let's go. Both Copper and Eldor have insane parks too, dude. Stoked you've been sending it. JB, is your Airbnb and RV life going to be near Govey Camp? I stayed Timberline Lodge my first night in Govey, 2 nights. Yeah. I think where is the Airbnb is in. Now we'll be in Rhododendron, so not Govey. So it'll be probably like, let's see. We're 7 miles out of Govey. You would like DC. I don't like DC. I love DC. Like all my jackets are DC jackets, other than the windbreakers, which are the sickest. Hey, Big Snow Open Memorial Day, and if we're able to shred together there, that would be dope. I'm a local there. I'm there a lot. Dude, I wish I was going to be at Big Snow for opening day, but we'll be snowboarding in Mammoth. How can you plan Hawaii since snow is unpredictable? Robert, I don't know, but like we're gonna snowboard in Hawaii. I also need to I heard like a lot of the hardest part too is knowing someone that has a car that can get you up there. So I need a local that's done it, knows how to do it. Like I need that local dude, and it's one of those things too where if it's like the local's like, "Yo, we're getting snow on Thursday," and it's Monday, even if it's even if it's like Tuesday, Wednesday, they're like, "Yo, snow's coming." Like I'll book a flight that night. I don't care how much it costs. Like that's my bucket list. Like snowboarding in Hawaii, it's gotta happen. Chase, what's up? Hayes, how we doing? Hey man, I broke my collarbone in January. When I went skiing. I'm doing all right. I was wondering, how are you? Dude, I'm doing good, man. Sorry about the collarbone. Don't ski next time. Try snowboarding. I think that might be where it went wrong. What company are those pink sunglasses? Those were Smiths. I am frustrated that the new goggle design is coming out. I bought 9 pairs of the original already. Man, my family is gonna have to pay for their own next time. Jason, you're the man, dude. Thanks for snagging 9 pairs of those ones for the whole family, dude. You're nuts. That's just down the hill from Govey. Yeah, Rhododendron is just down the hill from Govey. Also planning on going on a trip to Colorado. What mountain do you prefer for a 2-day trip? Come to Summit, and you can do like Breck and Keystone. That's a good 2-day trip if you have the Epic Pass. Hawaii skiing is like chasing a big wave. You go when you hear it's pumping, Right, Jason? Woo! I can't wait to make that happen. All right, guys. We are ending the stream, the short stream, the 2 a week for an hour in the summertime because it's official. We're in summer. Summer snowboarding, spring snowboarding is basically over. Most places are closing, and it's like, all right, now we're like, this is summer snowboarding, which is like the coolest thing. I have a Carvio board skateboard. Has an inner tube tires to inflate tires and pivoting spring-loaded deck. You can really imitate carving like a snowboard. It's like 4 feet long. No, that thing sounds nuts. If you send me a photo of that, Mel, if you can. But all right, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me tonight. It was a good conversation. I'm excited for this trip. That's another reason why I got to get off of this live stream because I got to get the camper stickers done too. Everyone that comes to camp gets a special like camp sticker. And with that, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you guys tomorrow with a video, sick one. We have, like I said, we have like 8 videos already done and uploaded and ready to rock for you guys. So see you guys.